Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop and welcome to the next episode in the Giant Trevally build. Today we'll be building the anal fin. This is going to be a time lapse with a voiceover. If you want to go and see the detailed one that I did of the tail fin, please check out the little thingy that I'm going to put up here. So without any further stories, let's get right into it. Okay, so first of all we're just placing some wax paper on the shop table just to prevent any resin from sticking to it. Then we're adding some shoe polish as release agent. It actually works wonders and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. Make sure that you polish up everything, including the mold, the insides of the mold, as you can see there. I don't want to saw the thing off afterwards, so I'm spending a little bit of time on there. Then we're putting in on some cooking spray just as a safety measure, clamping everything down, making sure that the resin won't flow out underneath the mold. And then we can start mixing the resin. Now this time around I'm mixing the resin with a lot less of the catalyst just to give it a longer pot life and make sure we can work with it. Cutting some fiberglass, adding the hardener and mixing it up good. Now this batch didn't come out that good. I think I overmixed it a little bit with a lot of bubbles in, but the next round we'll try something else. And then I'm just adding the fiberglass as we go along. I'm using a broken off axle blade to try and get rid of most of the bubbles. Like I said, it didn't work that well. This stuff makes you itch for weeks on end, so be prepared for that. I'm adding a lot more of the fiberglass in this case, just as a filler, not necessarily to add strength. It's not going to be a high strength application, but just as a filler, and in order to use less resin. Sorry for the grey there in your face. There we go, just trying to get all the bubbles out, especially along the edge where the fiberglass sits. And there we go, from start to finish it was about half an hour, so I'll just let it set now and let the hardener do its magic. Okay, after it's dried off, set, then we just sand the whole thing flat, making sure that we can get to there. And then I'm just marking all the high points on the fin where I will be carving in between. I actually wiped this off and tried it over again. This one didn't work out as anticipated, but that's a nice thing. You can always redo it before you start carving. Taking it out comes out easily. Then just a quick clean up on the belt sander. Looking at the video, I must still fix my belt sander to the table. Now this time I'm not using the little air Dremel. I'm actually using my die grinder with a carbide burr in it. It seems to work a lot faster. It's not as smooth, but for the bulk cutting away, it actually did an immense job. Now you'll see I start off on the edge, getting the depth set and working from there. I actually did it in a couple of rounds where I went progressively deeper every time, just to make sure that we get everything nice and sorted out. This is time consuming, a lot of itching, a lot of grinding, so make sure you get that. As you can see, my die grinder is a bit overwhelmed, so I can get well all over the fin, but that I'll just wipe off once we're done. Now I'm carving out the high spots on a slope, and then you'll see just now where I actually thin the top edge of the total fin with the orbital sander. Makes that you can get a little bit away with a little bit of a mess. You'll see some places where I actually overgrinded it, but it sands out at the end. Now I've got the little air Dremel again. Just taking, this is a messy part because that fine dust goes everywhere. Make sure you've got the right PPE, face mask, eye protection, etc. And then just take it slow and carry on. There I'm busy with the orbital sander thinning the edge of the fin, and now that leaves a big gap again that you have to come back and redo. Gentlemen, and there we have it, the anal fin complete. Off camera I just sanded everything smooth, made it neat, made sure we can carry on with the project. Next one will be the 2 pelvic fins. I'm not going to use fiber cloth in there. I'm going to try something new and just do it as a resin casting and see what we can get out of it. I think that's a wrap for this video. As always, please rate, comment, subscribe, and look out for the next video. And as always, stay safe.